Nice. So excited. Exactly.
Me too. These look like they're going to be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
It was hard enough just getting them onto the paint handles. I don't know what to do about the bodies because I put all the legs on the paint handles. So I suppose I'll do those first.
Ah, I see.
And then the underskirts next.
Yeah.
Just
Interesting.
fix the old cam. There we go. Doop-a-doo.
And they're little.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Super tiny. Alright. Auto white balance. I feel like it's not doing a phenomenal job. There we go. Something right about there. Contrast down. Brightness up just a bit. Alright. Boom. Dark Avenger 3 up 10. Hello, Lucky Bat. Ooh, ooh.
Nick, I have no affiliation with the mob. You do, obviously.
You know, mobsters are liars.
That's true.
All right, let's see. Painting the Showgirls.
Okay. Ah, the cards.
Mm-hmm. And be following the card art because I really like it.
It is really neat.
Yusef ready? Hi, hi.
Hello.
All right, gosh.
Welcome.
How am I going to do this? I think I'm going to start with this one. Mecha T-Rex, thank God. I need my fix. I need to make the chat a little smaller. There we go. Mango Smasher 94. Hey, hey. All right,
Amazing name.
It's this one. And I think I'm going to try to do a print.
Oh,
Because
that's exciting.
that's what it looks. And I've seen people do it online, and it's neat.
I was looking at models too.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the new? You showed it to me this morning.
Oh yeah.
The new orc.
Oh my God. Yep. I want it.
What are they called? The what's like the savage orcs?
I
Are
have
they
no
just
idea.
called savage orcs?
That's what I like to call them.
The snake bites. That's what they're called. They look like snake bites.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. What is it? Is it a squig hog? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're calling it. Here, let me look.
They were perfect, except for me. I like it if the swigs had 2 legs instead of 4. Eric Burham. First stream I can watch. Woot!
Nice.
Mecha T-Rex. Gorgeously sculpted plastic milk dispensers. Exquisite, my darling. Malifaux. Showgirls. The old metal models leave a little bit to be desired.
The Showgirls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, first edition Malifaux was a little rough around the edges, pretty much all over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what is this print? Mango Smasher 49. So I thought of doing the 7-day challenge you done, but pure brush. Any tips? Holy cow! Don't do a pure brush. If you don't have an airbrush, like at least get a rattle can. That's your base color.
That's true.
Just be like, they're all going to be this color blue.
I mean, because I painted a lot of it by brush, and it was a pain. I guess it also depends on what army.
That's
Because,
true.
if you're going with orcs, it may not be fun to do with brush. What army you painting?
It's a little bit... It's not quite paisley, but it's not quite floral. And it's absolutely massive.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to find a pattern online?
Dr. Jokel J, I saw the announcement that this is what you'd be painting, and I'm highly insulted by the patriarchy you're perpetuating by choosing these. Okay, I can't. Bring on the biddies.
Yeah.
Mango Smasher 49. Well, I'll be doing nearly 20k Kings of War, so I thought I'd one-up you.
Ah.
Wow. This is not bad.
Monitor, happy Saturday, y'all. Hello. I love the cards.
It's a two-tone upholstery. It's two-tone upholstery, and it's technically not a printing. At least not by the looks of how they've drawn it.
Interesting.
I mean, it wouldn't have been printing in 1901.
Mm-hmm.
Although, to be fair, this is not a very 1901 outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I just switched the cards.
No. I can't wait to see it. Yep.
Michael Spitz, do you stream every day? Every day but Sunday.
Yep. Starting at 9 p.m. Central.
Mm-hmm. All right, this one's pretty good. God, how am I gonna do this? All right, like something like this. Oop, nice glare. That's what I'm gonna try.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll just go. I mean, clearly what the artwork has done is they've taken a nice, lovely print PNG and laid it on top of their drawing.
Penis and... What is it, PNG?
Which is what I would love to do.
I get it. PNG, not PNG.
No.
It's like, what does PNG stand for?
Because that's exactly how I would do it in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not Photoshop, so here we go. Dark Avenger 3 out of 10. Nick, now that I think of it, my family may have mob affiliations.
Yeah. I mean, I apparently I knew this before you did.
Mecha T-Rex. Which one of these fine plastic stumpets is your favorite, Jay and Nick? I like this one. That's doing kind of a ballet thing.
I like the pigtails one. That's my favorite one.
I'm going to use earth mixed with black. I have a little bit on my palette. Is it still workable? A little. Browns are tricky.
Browns are tricky. My browns dry out too.
And then another little drop. Turn into the dark. Happy heretic. God damn it, Jay. I finally decided to pull the trigger on Star Wars Legion, and you go and start painting a brand new game. Hashtag cancel EOB now.
Yeah.
Cancel.
Everyone should cancel us.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if we got canceled?
It would be.
Benjamin Torres, hola.
Hi. I mean, you're working on a couple games right now. I mean, mostly Malifaux compared to Star Wars Legion.
I mean, I'm sure I'll get to Legion.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Got big plans for Legion.
Mm-hmm.
But these have been... I bought these... I think I bought these on my birthday.
Ah. So they're extra special.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag cancel everything. Yes!
Yeah. Perfect.
Retros tips. Hey, I just got into Warhammer recently, and your videos really helped with starting. I just finished painting my first set of Necron Immortals today. Ooh, nice.
Wow, nice.
My very first kit in all of 40k was that same kit, but I built the Death Marks instead of the Immortals.
Neat. You should show us a picture of it.
Yeah.
Put it on the Discord if you haven't already. Love to see painted minis.
All right. Dr. Jekyll. Jay is the ballet showgirls named Lieutenant Dan. Ain't got no legs. Yeah, none of them have legs yet because they all have underskirts that I need to paint appropriately before I can glue the legs in. And I'll probably have to paint the legs before I glue them in. So, one of these streams is probably going to be leg day.
Yeah. Don't forget leg day.
Can't skip leg day.
Mm-hmm. Like a flame. Hello. Power Surge. You saw the new Orc teaser? If only it came with a box with Chaos Marines. Yeah.
Did they tease? I watched the video and I saw the new Orc thingy, the Squig Riders, but I didn't see. Was there anything else teased, like an Orc kit or?
I don't think so.
I know. Oh my goodness, the Sister of Battle, Predator tank came out, and holy cow, is it the greatest thing that's ever happened? And I want it so bad, and I want to start a Sisters of Battle army so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It also it's kind of interesting because I guess it kind of means that though the tanks, the old Space Marine tanks are not going anywhere because they just came out with a brand new kit that uses them.
There you go. So does it just build upon it?
I think it does. I think it comes with the base kit, from 91, and then you just add stuff onto it.
That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like a flame. There is a lot of speculation based on the drawings of orc stuff in the animation.
Joe Dracos, I'm here. Hello. And I'm eating Jell-O, so a response will be limited for the moment, because Jell-O.
Amazing. Benjamin Torres, have you ever tried to 3D print / modeling minis? Yes.
I've modeled a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Not minis, but like structures and sets and things.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then we've 3D printed a bunch of stuff. Resin 3D printed a bunch of stuff. Remember that, what is it, the Black Templar, whatever that is? Crusader? What is it called?
It's the Emperor's Champion.
Emperor's Champion. Yeah, that's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
We 3D printed one of those in 2 different sizes, and really that whole diorama.
Mm-hmm.
And it did a really good job, except for all the work that you had to do to fix it.
Yeah, and all the times it didn't quite print everything.
Exactly. And then we 3D printed that Cobra mode.
Hanzaki Salamander skeleton.
Yeah. And that turned out pretty well, except for the chain.
Yeah, the chain didn't print. Other than all that, though, 3D printing is perfection.
Exactly. It is pretty neat, and I think you calibrate the machines. You don't do it 3 seconds before you need it. I think that all that stuff would help.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic at Benjamin Torres. Jay actually spent his college years doing adult modeling.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
I was once on a poster of a show that I was working on.
Oh my god! When can we share that? I think
Oh no!
That could only be a Patreon.
Absolutely, yeah. Patrons get that.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be a Patreon. That would probably make the Patreon worth double. We could probably charge double.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing. It's one of my favorite things.
In college, I was a costume designer, and I would pick out the costumes every time. I would help the guy who did the posters. I would get costumes for the photo shoots. And there was one day where we didn't have an actor, and I fit in the costume. And so all of a sudden, I was on the poster, and all the actors were pissed because they want to be on posters.
And then you were.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then those posters were everywhere.
They were
everywhere. I have one of the posters as a little card in my wallet right now. Man, was that funny.
Mech T-Rex. Jay, do you have a favorite brand of matte varnish? I've been using Vallejo polyurethane matte varnish and really enjoying it. But I think next I'm going to be trying out the AK Interactive Super Matte varnish. Because I think I've been finding the polyurethane varnishes have not been working well with oils. So, but they do a great job of varnishing a mini. Flame. I'm a big fan of AK Interactive Ultra Matte. Yeah, that's I've been hearing it a lot. That's why I want to try it out. Mega T-Rex, I'm seeing a lot of AK Interactive and Liquitex stuff in bottles. I thought varnish was spray-on. How would I ever go about applying varnish not in a spray can? Airbrush. That's how I do it. I don't think they make it anymore. I used to use a rattle can stuff called Tester's Dull Coat. But I'm pretty sure it's discontinued.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume everyone was buying that.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it caused cancer or something. And they were like
Fireball.
That's true. Probably. Allegedly.
Allegedly, we learned so much today. I need to learn everything about Fireball now.
Lord Odax. Hey. Boobies.
Nice. Yeah, this is the most pinup-y we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
On the stream.
Yeah, somehow it's taken this long.
I know.
Is this selling out or giving the people what they want?
A little bit of both. Brett S. Sup.
Dark Avenger 3 of 10. Remember the AK Interactive controversy? Oh my goodness, do I ever. Yeah, I mean, not great. I think I can probably still use their stuff.
They're the one that had the weird dioramas and
yeah, the
books, right?
Holocaust diorama.
Yeah.
Book.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like they're geniuses, but they sure can make a matte varnish.
Apparently.
Finn Shelton, does this mean we're gonna get Malifaux videos? Most definitely. I have some cooking. What I really want is to make a video series that truly is a starting point. I want to do 2 series of videos. One that's a perfect starting point of play X game today, and I break everything down into its absolute base components of like, okay, so it's 10 in the morning. You want to play Malifaux today. Here's what you need to do. Or you want to play 40k today. You want to play Kill Team today. You want to play Legion today. You want to play Worm Hordes today. And then I want to do another series that is all about ranking the games on a bunch of different criteria like availability, price, like quality, ease of learning. Benjamin Torres. In one of your videos, you said you don't play video games. Do you really don't play any video games? I mean, I love video games. They're super fun. I don't play any right now.
Mm-hmm. You're a busy boy.
Busy.
Busy boy. A lot of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm. I do love FTL, which is a really nice indie game. I like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And my favorite game of all time is probably Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm. I want to play Factorio.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Factorio is pretty good too.
I want to play Factorio and I want to play FTL.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't deserve it. I've been too naughty.
Lord Odax, do you play Necromunda? The Redemptionist models look dope AF. They do. I saw those today. They look pretty great. They're just begging for a Sister of Battle conversion.
Played Necromunda in a day. Don't call me Shirley. Hey Jay, you mentioned in the Discord to heckle you, so here's my first heckle. You're too hot to handle. Wow. What a good heckle.
Yep. This is not want to dry. My hair dryer is all the way over there.
Just blow on it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I can do some more base coating. This one has a nice purple. I know there's a big old seam line, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be hidden by the legs. I got rid of the seam line in the back.
Happy heretic. Heh. Jay said duty. Power Surge. I just want 1v1 games or solo / co-op versus the game. I don't know what to jump into. Outside of Warhammer, that is.
I mean, there's not a lot of tabletop single-player games.
You can play solitaire with cards. Grandma does that.
Joe Draco's funny story. I went to save up for some Astra Militarum tanks, and I talked to my local game store. They were having problems getting Games Workshop items, so they told me to order them immediately. Now I have a huge pile of tanks waiting for me to purchase, and it's been 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. A 1v1 games like 1v1 games or solo co-op versus the game. Like video game recommendations?
It kind of sounds. It's from the context, it felt like it was a tabletop game.
I've never heard of
since
co-op versus
since Power Surge mentioned Warhammer.
There are lots of Warhammer video games though.
That's true.
I don't know if any hit all those criteria, but
I mean, a solo game would be fun, but I don't know what it would be.
Oh, I love Han Solo. I need to rewatch that.
A solo game?
Solo, Star Wars solo. I thought single player 40K was just you take out all your toys and you play with them.
That's true.
And you go pew pew. That's single player 40K.
Power Surge. I would love a single player game. Weirdly, tabletop board games like miniatures. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that exists. I don't know if there is one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had a 3-way today.
Yeah,
that was very fun.
It was pretty good.
That was a really fun. That was a really fun game.
I think the objectives work best for a 3-way.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's like, well, who has the most close combat for the close combat one? Who just probably has the most bodies to still have things alive by turn 4?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
And the Elder are really tricky too.
They are tricky
because their guns are good.
Their guns are not bad. There's a lot of bodies. The star cannon is pretty scary.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a fun game.
Mm-hmm. 2 of my lictors got one-shotted, and 1 of my lictors got 2-shotted.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And 1 of my lictors, I only got to do 2 combats the whole game, and 1 of my lictors whiffed a 2-up combat or a 2-up 3-up combat.
Yep.
I was like, oh my god, that's the luck of the dice.
It's the luck of the dice indeed. I didn't mind that.
Statistically, I should have crushed that orc.
Yeah, but you know what? You didn't.
Although I really shouldn't say that because I don't know math. I don't know if that's statistic. How much swing can there possibly be on 3 dice?
Mm-hmm.
I know people that's a common like what are the odds? Probably pretty good because it happens.
Yep. Yeah.
I also though I did some very unsmart things though with my lictor because the lictors they're tricky. Starting in the middle, probably not smart. Yeah. I think I got to pick. Didn't I win picking deployment?
Yeah, I think you did.
I think at the beginning I was more worried about making sure Ben wasn't screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I got picked apart by the orcs and the Eldar.
Yeah, I mean, I went pretty aggressively against you.
Yeah,
and pretty much. Well, I mean, I did get I got Ben pretty well. I think I divided and conquered pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got very lucky in the game as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the orcs didn't start dying until... I don't think you had a single orc die until turn 2 or turn 3.
Turn 3.
Yeah, that's not good.
And that's not good.
Orcs need to start dying real fast.
Exactly.
It's the Dark Souls game solo. I can't imagine enjoying a tabletop game solo. It's so much work. Mm-hmm. Like, why? If I'm losing, why wouldn't I just be like, nah, it's not what I rolled?
Exactly. Because it was fun. Like our friend Ben came over, and we haven't seen him since September probably. Mm-hmm. So it was fun. We got to catch up a little bit. Got to play the game. He's fun. So it was just a fun, silly time, giggling the whole time.
It's the best case wargaming scenario.
Yeah, we were screaming. Mm-hmm. It was awesome.
I did get to kill the Grot leader in close combat with the Tyrannid, which was a lot of fun because the special rule. Mm-hmm. Joe Draco's, that's the way the lictors crumble. Yeah, the lictors are tricky because they have 4 wounds, which is awesome, but they have a 5-up save, which is like super easy to not make. Mm-hmm. Although they do have the chameleonic skin, but it's not a big deal against the orcs because it's not like the orcs are shooting at them, unless it's a flamer, in which case still doesn't matter.
Yep.
Like I bet the lictors would actually do sweet against Space Marines.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could try that mashup. Mm-hmm. Be a fun mashup. Oh, but think about it, like, we can make a bunch of kill team armies and just try stuff out. Mm-hmm. Like that seems so much fun. Because it was like when Lucky Bat got to try the lictors out. That was really exciting because it was brand new. And then now with the Eldar and Ben.
Lucky Bat was the first person to play the lictors.
Yeah.
Where's my hot pink?
Happy Heretic friends are time vampires that keep you from painting more minis.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said to Ben as he was leaving. Yusuf Reddy, damn, I really entered into the Warhammer/Wargaming universe in the worst time possible. I can't play, and I'm desperate to. Tabletop Simulator doesn't cut it.
Yeah, but you know what? Right after everything starts to open up again, everybody will have their armies that have all been built and primed, ready to rock and roll.
Yep, that have all been built and primed.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, did you finally get your Skaven done? No, but I did buy all the new Vampire Count models.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And my tree people are built and primed. So they started 2 more armies in quarantine.
Yeah.
Rather than finishing 1.
Right. Because I feel like the game is going to be hopping.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right as everything starts really coming back. But
I also
local clubs
wonder,
are going to be going.
I wonder if Games Workshop manages to figure out their inventory, and if people exit quarantine, maybe a little bit more common sense than they had during quarantine, if we're going to see the secondhand market explode a little bit with everyone's minis that they bought with their surplus or their
stimmies.
Yeah. Because right now the secondhand market is kind of struggling a little, just because Games Workshop can't get anything. Because the factory shut down, but they never shut down the store.
Yeah.
And demand just went up. Dr. Jokel, if these showgirls are minions, why are they not wearing their goggles and overalls? I get it.
Me too.
Power surge. Painting does consume time. Jesus. Started painting at 11 p.m. I looked up at the clock. It was 4 a.m. all of a sudden. Why? Duck Flame. My favorite bit sites all sold out a year ago. Ooh, Duck Flame. Yeah. Is it Horde Bits? I used to go on the I used to have a problem with Horde Bits. I'd buy too many bits.
Yeah. You had an addiction. You had to go to therapy for it.
And then like sometimes I'd be like, ooh, they just got Grey Knight bits in. I have to buy and the the purity seals / shoulder gubbin is selling for $1. I should buy 5. Ooh, the little orc knob dick towels are on sale. Time to go hard.
Perfect. Dr. Flame, yes.
All right,
rest in peace, Horde.
I thought that they were more moving towards their YouTube or their eBay store. I switched because I wasn't getting any email responses from the main site, but they were responding to me on eBay. So you might want to try out their eBay store.
Interesting.
I think that it's just hard. It's hard to make the money back on bits. Either you parcel out literally everything, and you're like, Space Marine shoulder pad left, 5 cents. Space Marine shoulder pad right, 5 cents. Because what Horde Bits did, which is probably reasonable, is they parceled it out in chunks. So it's like, both legs and knee pads, $3. The entire torso assembly. So sometimes you couldn't get exactly what you wanted without buying more than you wanted. But, they still probably had thousands and thousands of lots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
As opposed to, like, millions.
Yeah. I remember buying a few Eldar stuff from there.
Power surge. I wasn't around before COVID. Did the price of bits skyrocket on eBay post-COVID? I don't know about bits, but it seems like in general... Like, you used to be able to assume, like, secondhand market was going to be, like, 20% off or better. But now, good luck finding better than 15% off anywhere. A lot of people are paying, like, are charging full MSRP just because, like, hey, it's sold out on the Webster. I can charge what I want.
Exactly.
Mech T-Rex. I know I'm asking a lot of varnish-related questions, but do you varnish differently based on materials? Metal, plastic, resin? What effects for each material, if so? Usually I give everything matte. I've tried in the past, like if the matte is dulling my colors a little bit, I'll give it another coat of semi-gloss to try to make sure all of my colors are still popping. Sometimes I'll brush on a little bit of gloss varnish in like really high stress areas, like the tips of banners or the tip of a sword, just because that's going to be the spot where paint's going to want to rub off, and then varnish on top of that. Flame. I'll need to check their eBay store. Haven't looked in a while. eBay is dangerous for me, though. I know that game.
I mean, I like bidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bid just to win.
Power Surge. How do you varnish something like Plasma Glow? Just with varnish? I mean, the varnish shouldn't be changing the appearance of anything.
Look at T-Rex. I feel you on that eBay shit, man. So much temptations on eBay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, there is. I look at metal, like old school metal lots a lot. Mm-hmm. The only problem is people starting to know what they have. It's so rare to find the old, so this is stuff from when I was a kid, whatever. Mm-hmm. That just does not happen anymore.
Nope.
Craigslist is like the only chance of getting one of those absolutely sweet deals.
Yeah, my son Timmy moved to college 5 years ago, and I'm just going to try to get rid of all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I have no idea.
I know Goobertown Hobbies put out a video where he showed off a Craigslist haul, and at the end of it, he was like, I'm sorry for this video, guys. Like, I promise, to have better content in the future. And then everyone was like, this is the best video ever. Just an hour of what's in the box. Getting to live that secondhand haul.
We've all been there, or want to be there. Joey Flores, hey all, it's been a week. Anything cool happen? Has ZNubiQ spent his stimmy on you guys yet? Amazing. Hilarious. I mean, I think ZNubiQ won the lottery. I think that's what happened. Like a flame. I once bid extremely low on a bunch of Tau stuff and went to bed. When I woke up, I had unfortunately won most everything.
I remember there was this one super, super sweet lot that got away from me. Thank God. It was like someone's entire old like first or second edition 40K collection. And it was a bunch of old books. It was like 2 metal Blood Bowl teams, 1 metal Necromunda gang, and a metal Sisters of Battle and Grey Knight army. And I'm like, hell yes. And there was like no, and I was keeping tabs on this all week, and there was only a couple of bids, and so I bid high. I was like, I just $20, $30, boom, I went right to a hundo. And then I lost track of time, and I was actually out when the bidding ended. Went for $375.
Wow. Joey Flores. Well, one day we can all reach ZNubiQ's status. Also, the dewback looked lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cute little model. Today, this morning actually, I put some varnish on them, and then I put on some weathering pigments onto the dewback's feet and on the rider's feet.
Nice.
And I tried because I don't have the perfect color for the Tatooine sand, and so I actually mixed it mixed some of my pigments to get it, and it worked really, really well for the Dewback's feet. But on the rider, I used pigment binder to attach the pigment just to his feet, and it actually it got the pigments wet enough that the red pigments I put in overpowered the yellow and tan pigments, and so the sand on his feet looks a lot redder than the sand on the Dewback's feet. It's a little frustrating.
Throw it out.
Every model is a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like barely noticeable, but I notice it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like that seam on the Patriarch base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but there's a seam on that base.
Mm-hmm.
Talking like a flame. The best deals I've got have been on local Facebook groups.
Nice.
Yes. That's how I got my gloom spites.
Mm-hmm. Lazy bum. Maybe it's the camera, but the model looks topless. It's not. It's just a very tight top.
I'm also wearing the same top. I can tell you, it's tight. Dr. Jokel, one of my personal favorite eBay tactics is to look for auctions ending at like 4 a.m. and set the alarm to get up if I'm half asleep. And if I'm asleep, make sure your auctions end during the evening to get the most money.
When everyone's available.
What weirdos are setting up their eBay auctions at 4 a.m.? Because I know, like, I've stayed up for eBay auctions before.
Maybe they're in Prague, and that's just normal. That's a nice, convenient time for them. Although, if it's from Prague, it's probably shipping's gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's always ever U.S. stuff, and so it's insane.
Lazy bum. I got piety and pain because I'm a sucker for box sets. Now I'm feeling tempted to start a Sisters army. Damn you, GW. Yeah, Sisters look crazy badass. Dark Eldar look crazy badass. The new Lilith Hexperex looks pretty amazing. I don't think there's any losers in I don't think there's probably any losers in the Dark Eldar or Sisters range. Maybe the isn't there a model called like the Animal Wrangler for Dark Eldar?
I don't remember. There was the slaves.
No, yeah. Those are great. Yeah, for some reason, Games Workshop hasn't made a new slaves kit.
Yeah, it's odd. It's really, really weird. I'm sure it's right around the corner.
I can't wait. I mean, if the orcs are getting a new thing, that hopefully means that their codex is coming out soonish. And hopefully that means that they're gonna put out the orc start collecting box, and I can't wait to see what comes in that. Is it gonna go mechanized orcs? Is it gonna go boys heavy? Is it gonna come with a lot of stuff? Because that's what you need to start an orc army.
I hope it's all of the above.
Is it gonna have a Death Dread no one wants?
Yeah, isn't that the craziest thing?
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
What a random... Just make it a truck.
Yeah.
Just make it a truck.
The Space Marine kit came with a Dreadnought, which is also kind of a dumb choice.
Like, I love the Death Dread. It's awesome, but in that starter set? Really?
And, like, it's weird, like, if it's going to create a weird game if, like, you know, one kid is playing with his, you know, his, what was another bad box? Like you got your Lehman Russ and your squad of 10 guardsmen and your commissar up against an orc death dread, 10 boys, and a pain boy. It's not even anything.
Yeah.
Day Dalius. Yo, how's it going? Damn, I didn't know you're doing live on YouTube. Yep, every day this time.
Every day this time.
Except Sundays.
Except Sundays.
Sundays are for the Lord.
Yep, and for the boys.
And for the boys. Yeah, I think in the next video we put out, I'm trying to rewrite the little like plug, so that, and I think I'm gonna actually plug some of the things we do.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Because not everybody knows that we stream.
Yeah, I mean, most people ever, one of the big things that happens, like, hey, I didn't know you guys streamed. Like, well, we do all the time. Yep. No one will ever know though.
You'd get those fun notifications if you join the Discord.
Yeah.
Join the Discord. There's also a link in the description for it.
Mecha T-Rex. You know what else is weird? Games Workshop didn't give the new Redemptionist models their classic cat-toes pointy hoods. I wonder why. Yeah, what on earth? Why wouldn't they want to do pointy hoods?
That's odd.
Flame. The best deal I ever got was a garage sale. I felt bad and told the old lady she could get way more money if she sold them on eBay, and she told me that she would rather throw them in the trash. Yep.
Love a good old lady.
Dr. Drokel. Maybe if Games Workshop came out with a new slave set, they could call it the AK Interactive Honorary Box Set. Only $650.
Yep. There you go.
Mr. Sludge 13. Yo, what's up? Hi.
Yo. Joey Flores. Ew, notifications. I know, right? I know, it really triggers people. It's almost like you can turn them off, and it's very easy to do so.
I mean, yeah. Why would the owners and operators and content creators who are hosting the Discord want to promote their own products and services?
Weird. Yeah, that'd be dumb. Services. Nude modeling?
Yeah.
You never took a drawing class at UWM.
No.
They always have like a nude. They always have like the last. I guess like the last couple of months, they always have a nude model come in, and you have to draw them. That seems like an interesting gig. That sounds like a gig that I think I'll probably have in the future.
Yeah.
And one guy, he was really good at it. He brought his own timer. And he would play music during his session, and then he would just dance into the next pose that he would change to. It was sick, and we were all loving it. And he brought props with him. Not everybody brought props. It was odd.
Lazy Bump, where are you guys based out of? Illinois.
Could you give the street address, please?
Lazy Bum. Also, that orc on the four-legged squig was sweet.
I love him.
I didn't take a good enough look at it. My gut reaction was I didn't like a four-legged squig.
I like a four-legged squig.
It's a hog. Maybe I need to take another look.
It's a squig hog.
Squig hog.
Gotta have 4 legs. It's a hog. Obscuro, I'm here now. Yeah. Lucky Bat. Oof, they were supposed to organize the nude models so they weren't students at the school, but they were posing they were posing at, but sometimes people like to lie. Was that a real thing? Like students at the school were posing and they weren't supposed to? I mean, there was only adults.
I mean, how much due diligence do you think they do to,
I mean, they
to quell
all were
that?
adults, but some of them were extra adults.
Duck a fleck of flame. A squonk! A squoink! A squoink!
Yes. That's really what it should be called.
Obscuro, I am vaccinated now.
Nice. I think it's going to take a long time. I know where we live, they're slowing down the shipments. Oh my god, lucky bat. Yep, we had a nude model who was a student. She was older, but she was also a student who we knew. That was a time. Nice. Yeah. I remember there was this we had one nude model and they were laying down and this one girl got a she was in the wrong position. She just got a pure ass shot. And so she asked our teacher, "Hey, can I like move?" And he said no.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was so good. Obscuro, I have the chip. Yep, you are now chipped. Is the tracking chip in the first shot or the second shot? Or is it in both? Or is the second shot the booster for the chip? Like an extra antenna or something?
Happy Heretic. That's right, Jay. Paint that titty. Alright, how am I going to paint this gosh darn pattern?
SP Farmer 8, both. Yeah, it's in both. Stuck off like a flame. I'm scheduled for my first shot on Tuesday. Neat. Ah, lucky bat. Yeah, the second shot's the battery for the chip. Nice. Lazy Bum. Have you guys played any Malifaux yet? No.
Nope. The first game's going to have all finished models, I'm sure.
I can't wait to play. It'll be fun.
Dr.
It looks a lot of fun.
It does, yeah, it looks like a good game. Dr. Joko, hey, Professor, hey, you're supposed to be drawing the new model, not taking pictures. Me, photography is art.
There are photography classes, right? And you know, it's like in the high level ones, you can choose to do new models of yourself if you want. And people do. People do that. I wouldn't, but some people do. And then, because the thing is, you know, you print out the photos and you hang them up, and then you critique them. So everyone in your class gets to know what you look like.
Yep.
It's kind of fun. Obscuro, I am a Wi-Fi now.
Obscuro, hey, do I pay for you guys to shill my Instagram?
How do I? $5.
Mr. Smidge13. Just want to say I love the channel so much. It's really helped me invigorate me to get back into painting minis for D&D and my Imperial Guard. Can't wait for more content. Really love the Malifaux stuff. Yeah. There you go.
I hope you like the burps too.
Ooh, I kind of like this one. That one looks...
Downvote if you love the burps. Obscuro, I'm doing drugs. Aren't we all? Ooh, that is a fun pattern.
I think and that it might even be doable. Obscuro tips $5.
All right. You got to share.
Viewers' delights. Random question. Do you guys play X-Wing or Armada? I love X-Wing. I played X-Wing Wave 1 so hard. Played the heck out of that.
Obscuro, what on your Instagram do you like the most? What's your favorite thing you've done? Dug up like a flame. Obscuro, joke's on you. I already follow you. Mm-hmm. Dr. Drickle, so in high-level photography classes, you can take a pic out with your dick out? Neat. Yeah, if you want to. I mean, I feel like maybe that would... I think maybe I would do a series where that was the only pictures that I would have. Imagine how horrific that would be for people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's definitely odd.
You get chipped, but you're forever radiate internet. That's pretty good. I do it. You're always a hotspot.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that's pretty nice.
I guess I should try to paint one of these up properly. And I'm going to paint the one that's going to be right behind the legs so you'll never see it.
Mm-hmm.
This is art class, not Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The Snapchat class would do you better than the art class.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be technically gold. Like, that's what it is. So I'm going to start by mixing my Vallejo Earth, which is like a dark tan with white. And I'm going to use that for my base. And then I'll probably finish off with yellow. We will see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to break it down into the shapes that I can do. I gotta do this. All right. So maybe 3 dots.
I'm sharing Obscuro's posts on Instagram. Hobby Painter NYC.
Is that Snatch Chat?
In my drawing class, I one time we had to choose like a. It had to be like some sort of like architectural drawing. Mm-hmm. You know, we had to draw like a building. So I chose the hallway that faced our bathroom and where you could see the toilet. Because my goal was the toilet was going to be the centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone loved my drawing because the toilet was highlighted as the most important. It was very funny.
Dr. Jokel, wouldn't it have been better to clear code it real quick and then start drawing designs? It's so much easier to clean it off if you don't like it. Probably, but YOLO. I mean, there's probably going to be plenty of false starts. But technically, this is technically just a rank and file model. Just instead of 100, I have 3.
Mm-hmm.
Power Surge. Damn, that model is nice. I'm going to buy pinup models in the future.
Nice.
Monitor, you only YOLO once.
That's true.
Does anybody remember the Lonely Island song? YOLO stands for You Oughta Look Out.
Mm-hmm. Good old The Lonely Island.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, what is it, Connor Forever? Whatever that Pop Star.
Pop Star. Pop Star was good.
Oh, God, that was such a good movie.
It's too bad it like kind of bombed.
It did. And I don't even know why. It was a very funny movie. Remember when he's in the limo and everyone's out.
That's my fiance's penis.
Yeah. Yep. He's signing boobs and stuff, and then he signs someone's dong.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I'm screwed. Wait, Malifaux needs 100 models? I thought it was just squads. No, like this model, which is part of 3 models, would be like the equivalent in Games Workshop of 100 orcs.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of 100 orcs, it's only 3. 3
Yeah.
names.
Pop Star.
You guys should watch Hot Rod if you haven't. I love Hot Rod. I love when the radio DJ decides to sponsor his jump, and then he explains the jump over the radio, and then he's like, "Oh, I wish you were all here to see this."
Amazing. Mr. Smudge 13. Should I feel bad about brush licking?
No, not really. I think everyone does it.
No. I think as long as you do it kind of seductively, it's perfect.
Moniteur.
Go ahead.
Moniteur, I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. One is one of my everyday quotes.
Obscura. Holy shit, I was just kidding. You guys went ham on my Instagram. Oh yeah. I hope everyone else went on there. I liked a bunch of posts. I shared. I mean, you paid $5.
Mm-hmm.
You get a couple shares. You should make reels. That's always good. Like take some spinnies of your models on a turntable or something and put them as reels.
Mecha T-Rex. Cleaning my wet palette is too much of a pain, so I don't lick my brush because it encourages bacteria growth. Ah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. I like the bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
I actually save it for later and then I eat it. It's good for the gut.
Mm-hmm. For the gut flora.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're gonna have diarrhea. Up the ass, but at least to be healthy though.
Yeah, I think it's Joe Rogan approved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is true because I've never checked, but people keep complaining about because he's doing shows with Dave Chappelle, and people keep saying that the tickets are like $300.
I mean, it's Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm. But then the thing that makes me not know if it's true though is like every time they post about it, they'll be like, yeah, it's some people will be like, yeah, it's $300, it's $500, it's $1,000, it's $2,000 a ticket. I don't know if they're lying.
I only lick my brush when I'm using Elmer's paint. Enamel paints. Oh, okay, good.
Good.
Yeah, stay healthy, yeah.
Elmer's.
You guys are giving your wet palettes mouth aids. Mecha T-Rex. I live in a humid swamp, so on the plus side, I don't have to replace my wet palette water often, but mold is a constant issue.
Don't call me Shirley. Those tickets are worth it. I think it'd be fun. And think about it, like you haven't bought any tickets the whole year. And if those are probably the people to see if you want to see somebody.
You get to hang out with alligators.
Yeah. Dr. Trickle at Mecha T-Rex, are you Shrek?
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
You can say it again. Oh, I love the Burners. They have like the cute little gas tanks and stuff. Fun.
Does anybody in chat watch the new Zack Snyder cut of Justice League? The 4-hour-long extravaganza. Obscure. I watched that shit yesterday. Was it good? It made my eyes bleed. Was it better than the original? Worse than the original? I didn't watch the original because it looked bad.
Maybe you look bad.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it either, just so you guys know.
No, I am. I'm watching 4 hours of Batman. I wish it was 4 hours of Batman, but it has all the other people in it. Xlerivas 93. I watched it last night. Gotta say it was good, but could use some small trimming. 4 hours. It's 4 hours. Holy moly, holy long movie, Batman.
Yeah, that's not great.
Also, like how like I didn't like Batman or Superman in the other movies. Did they like fix them somehow?
Interesting.
I saw Batman versus Superman. No way am I watching 4 hours. Obscuro. I don't know if it's possible to describe, but I like Batflick.
Batflick.
Happy Heretic. Batflick was a surprisingly decent Batman. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's not that hard to be Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You just you're gruff. You work out a little. You're a ninja. You wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
You punch the baddies.
Perfect.
Home for dinner. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like being the Joker, I bet is hard as hell, especially when Heath Ledger did it perfectly.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you saw Joker.
Joker was great. Holy moly!
Oh my God, is that a good movie?
Mecha T-Rex. Who the hell does Snyder think he is? Peter Jackson? 4 hours of men in spandex. Yeah. Boy, remember that? Remember the King Kong movie that was like 3.5 hours?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was some cool stuff in that movie, and it also had Adrian Brody, who is amazing and perfect and hot, but it also had Jack Black, which is kind of great.
Ah, amazing.
Not in a funny role, though.
Mm.
Don't call me Shirley. Don't forget to be Batman, your suit has to have nipples.
Mm-hmm. Lucky bet. Hey now, it can be a big world for bats out there. Happy Heretic. Shit, you guys, I am almost out of my 21-year-old Games Workshop modeling sand.
Oh my God.
How long do you think it'll take for you to run out of your Citadel static grass?
God, I don't know if I would ever... I mean, I guess I don't use it for any of my armies. It's in a lot of videos.
Mm-hmm. Years.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll die with it still full?
Probably.
Will that be willed to somebody?
Yeah.
Mm.
It'll be left to the YouTube gods.
Oh, that's fun. Business daddy. We'll take it at...
Oh, good old business daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Google will just send the bill for the disposal.
Yeah.
Axel Rivas 93. It's better than the original. The movie just does a better job of expanding on each of the heroes. So instead of each hero getting their own solid individual movie that's a movie length, you just shove it all into one.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting like 3 or 4 years after each of your big heroes have had their own standalone movie, and then you bring them all together in one cohesive, really, really good, but not overly long movie. You just do 2, and then you do your big team up movie.
Yeah.
I guess 3. There was there was Superman, which was bad, and then there was Batman versus Superman, and then there was Wonder Woman, which was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm hearing nothing but bad things about Wonder Woman 2.
Mm.
Mecha T-Rex. Army Painter Tufts are so much cheaper, and they come in more colors. I wonder who's going to win the Tuft War. Army Painter or Gamer Grass?
I think I feel like I see a lot of people talk about Gamer Grass.
Yeah, I mean they had a couple of big name sponsors. I think they had a
That's true.
Miniac sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought some, and it's very nice.
I think it'd be a turf war.
Ah, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, we're ending the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we're sorry, folks. We'll come back tomorrow with some better material.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought that was pretty good. Eric Braun, it's still dog shit, but it has whipped cream and sprinkles on it to fool you.
Ah.
Perfect. I want ice cream. Now with all the sprinkles and whipped cream talk. I want chocolate chip. You know, Ben mentioned when he was leaving that he was going to Culver's.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have went with him.
Ah.
Got
you're a Culver's man.
I mean, I love a good frozen custard. I mean, who doesn't?
Dr. Jokel, begun. The Tuft Wars have.
Mm-hmm.
Obscuro. Speaking of Marvel, anyone been painting Crisis Protocol? I don't know if I like any of the Marvel characters enough to want to paint them. Maybe Hulk, he'd probably be a lot of fun.
Happy Heretic, I went to Culver's for lunch today. Yeah. I know, like, there's a lot of Culver's now. It used to be pretty Midwestern, and now it's all over the place, except on the West Coast, which is really upsetting. Except for Arizona. There's one in Arizona. They even advertise it with a giant sign that this is the last Culver's.
Yeah.
Until you get further west. It's hilarious.
Mecha T-Rex. I've heard a lot of good things about Gamergrass. They've been paying a lot of people for sponsorships, but my friendly local game store only sells Army Painter, which makes it cheaper by default. The skirt kind of looks like the classic brown and gold Louis Vuitton pattern. Oh, well, that's something.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've currently painted anything that is going to be seen ever yet.
Yeah.
But I'm getting in my reps in the behind the legs area.
Yeah, you are. El Rondorio, Culver's rocks. Yeah. I don't know why. For some reason, you walk in, it feels like they hug you, like the building hugs you when you walk in. It's a very cute restaurant.
El Rondorio, Chic Hulk model is nice.
Mondetur, there's like 10 Culvers in Phoenix now. I know where I'm moving. Mondetur. We also got In-N-Out, Five Guys, and Whataburger. So we have most of the good chains, I'd say. Joey Flores. I'm glad people can enjoy Culver's. Not my jam, but the custard is good. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
No, I want to go to Culver's. I never go to Culver's.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe. I mean, there's one really close.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Saturday, next Saturday.
Is this like a gas station thing?
What is?
Is Culver's a gas station thing?
Nah. It's just burgers. Butter burgers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe
buttery
it.
burgers for buttery people.
Yeah, that's probably the best description of Culver's I could even say. It's like the most Midwestern. It's a very Midwestern fast food chain. Butter burgers, frozen custard, lots of fat, lots of sugar. It's great. It's real good. Tuck up like a flame. This is the first time I've heard of Culver's. Mecha T-Rex, I don't even know what Culver's is.
When you first heard of Culver's,
Oh
you were
my
already
God.
a man.
I
was
forgot
born
about the
in
cheese
Culver's.
curds. I did forget about the
curds?
cheese curds. There's also cheese curds there. You can get cheese curds.
Ah.
The cheese curds are pretty good. Love a good curd.
Does it come with whey?
No. But I'm sure it's not out of the way to get some whey. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Now I really want it. I haven't had a burger in a long time either. I mean, geez, I'm ready to have Culver's.
I made some pretty good burgers not that long ago.
Well, where are they? Where's mine?
Alright, so this is taking a long ass time, so I'm going to try to break out the paint retarder and see if I can't, in a bigger brush, and see if I can't get a little bit more working time out of my paint.
Like a T-Rex. The word curd grosses me out, but I like cheese curds. Who the hell would name their food item one letter away from turd? That is true. Cheese turds. Maybe the C turns into a T as it goes through your system. Maybe that's kind of what they were thinking.
Is it?
I love a good cheese curd, though. There's this really good brat place in Milwaukee, and they had really good cheese curds. You get a nice brat, you get a nice burger, and then you get some curds. They are kind of turd shaped too. Exactly. I mean, they're just ready to go. But the funny thing is they make you not poop because it stuffs up your system. So it's kind of a fun little treat to have. Mr. Smudge 13, you guys ever play Frostgrave?
No.
Nope.
I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Is it fun?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I always ask that question because the answer is always like probably. A lot of people play it.
No, it's actually really, really bad.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't even know why I brought it up. It sucks so much. Do you play Frostgrave, Mr. Smudge 13? Yeah. Oh yeah, Joey Flores. Why do you hate Culver's? Well, but you like the frozen custard, but what's wrong with the rest of it? I understand the burgers are kind of greasy. It's expensive, a little expensive.
Jokel, I always like how Toyota Racing Development is abbreviated to TRD. This is my race car. It's a turd.
Nice.
And then I need a brush. Where's my brushes now? They're over there.
Threw them all out. Got rid of all the brushes. I'm working on some teeth. Some nice, cute teeth for the old boys.
All right. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I'll use my army painter.
Oh.
One of my brushes that has a quality tip on it still.
Ooh. Happy Heretic. My only problem with Culver's is their burgers don't travel well. You know what? That's true. Got to eat them that day, that second. I see. The thing with Culver's is, and really the problem with the pandemic is Culver's for me is a sit down restaurant.
Mm.
You know, you go there, you sit down, you talk with your friends. That's always what it feels like to me. Mm.
Sorry for the burgers were just bland and the fish and chips were just flavorless.
Ah.
I didn't know they had fish.
I think I've never had the fish there.
Is it the same from the same company that makes the fillet of fish?
Probably. I think yeah, because they do like something where they do cod or something, don't they? Call of Duty. Eric Braun, this Culver's place sounds amazing. I do enjoy it very much. Happy Heretic. Luckily, here in Florida, restaurants have been open for a while, so we can sit down in Culver's. Well, there you go. It's a wild state. I like to think that Corona's going to be over here, and you're still not going to be able to sit inside.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I understand that people don't like it. People don't like it. I've never had the bland burgers though. I feel like it's I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've enjoyed the burgers I've had there. Just buttery.
I haven't tried the fish and chips. Oh,
very buttery.
I wonder if you can ask them.
Maybe a little small though.
They are small.
I go huge when I make burgers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder if you can ask them, can you put more butter in it? Because it's a weird place though, because when you ask it, when you're like, hey, can you get me a ice cream, whatever the hell? Well, they don't have ice cream there. That'd be like a horrible thing to say. It'd be like a slur to say that in a Culver's. But if you're like, can you please add M&Ms to my frozen custard? They'd be like, with my pleasure. And they say that for like everything that you say. And it's awkward. Like, I know, like, old ladies will be like, can you get me some napkins? And they'll say, with my pleasure. And they have to say that.
Huh. Because it's the cult.
Mm-hmm. With my pleasure. Lumhow 1, 2, 3, 4. Dummy thick burgers. Exactly. El Rondori, when fresh, the burgers taste so good. Yeah.
I'm regretting every decision that led to me doing this. This sucks. I put in all the paint retardant and now the paint is too thin.
Yeah. Yeah, it is odd. Hmm. Oh, lucky bat. It does look very nice though.
It looks like something. I think all of this, I have the legs right here actually. Let's see how much. Alright, so it's mostly covered, but it'll be something. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all of it, and then I'm going to glaze my highlights and shadows on top of it, and then I'm going to go in with yellow and pick out the parts that are glinting in the light. But I mean, you gotta start somewhere, but I don't see me doing a lot of patterns in the future.
Mm-hmm. Obscuro. I walked by a Games Workshop store today and just stared in longingly. I think that's the peak of the hobby. I have to think that there was people in there and they're like, what the what's going on? At least I know for us there's the store managers there.
Yeah, you can't go in and like browse, but you can like walk in and be like, "Can I have that?" And he's like, "Sure."
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Need to go in there and get my air grax.
Ah, yeah.
Or not air grax, null oil.
Mm.
I got 9 different colors of brown with my army painter. You want brown or brown?
Mm-hmm.
Or just a little brown? A little brown around. Bring it around brown.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Make a T-Rex. Whoa, that's all you have to do? They give it to you for free after you say, "Can I have that?" Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get around buying. That's how you get around buying stuff.
Yeah, it is a little amazing that they didn't have to close, because who's gonna buy from them if they're not even sort of at least feeling like, okay, well, at least I'm paying for the available table space. Like, you're just paying nothing but full price G-dub.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there isn't many hobby stores nearby.
No.
There's like one. And imagine you live right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where else are you gonna go?
The Gray's Lake shop is very nice.
Mm. But if you don't, it's a trip though.
Yeah.
If you don't live right there. Because you probably kind of live in the middle between them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter.
The Gray's Lake takes a little longer to get to than the G-dub.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. No, not again with this.
Mm-hmm.
I took you out yesterday. You'd have to go out again today?
How rude.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Trokel, Jay got 99 problems, but a lack of brown ain't one.
Yeah.
Cheese turd brown. Exactly. And there's no way to get what is it? The Army Painter Black online?
I looked. I didn't see anything great on eBay. I didn't want to pay for shipping. The Amazon one is like, do you want one for $9?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get 2 for $14.
Yeah. Just got to buy them out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you should just buy 5 of them on eBay, and then the shipping is combined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just save money by buying more, obviously.
All right, how many brush strokes do I get out of this? Let's see. 1, 4. Put down more paint, please.
Happy Heretic, the dog wants to go to Games Workshop.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's so funny.
All right.
Yeah, all this Games Workshop talk.
I can paint like one of these little diamond things before I need to refresh.
Mm.
Also, my paint is all messed up because I put in the paint retardant, which has thinned it a little more than I would like for this sort of work.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only one that is getting a pattern. The other one's gonna get easy stuff like stripes. Oh my goodness! Deposit a little bit of paint, please. I can't have this part be subtle because I'm gonna glaze on top of it.
Mm. I think your dog wants to paint.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little rude that you don't let your dog paint. You don't think she'd be good at it?
I don't think she'd be bad at it.
Mm.
2 stripes on this side. 2 stripes on the other side. How did I do? You know what I did? Let me switch back. Maybe it's just the brush is giving me a hard time.
Mm. Always blame your instruments
Mm-hmm.
and your tools.
Use the end of her tail. That worked. My
There
dog
you
has
go.
a very fluffy tail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a huge brush. How did I do this with this brush? Alright, this one looks more like a flower than... Ugh. This is something. Alright, this has gotta stop. I built this whole thing just so that I wouldn't be smacking into my lights every single brush stroke.
Yet here we are, smacking it.
Do. Dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. And a little something here, probably. Dot. Dot, dot. Holy moly ravioli. Maybe the printing is just on the inside? Beat that light like it owes you money.
Yeah. Targets Aquatics. I get it. My army won. Armies on parade. This chat moved. Armies on parade for the store, and my army stayed in the case for a year. So I felt like I was well up on the table rent.
Jay, this is obviously a job for the birth control goggles, and you're not using them. Use all the power to paint the day. Powers to paint the day. Nah, I'm just having a hard time with paint control.
It's kind of like birth control.
Maybe I shouldn't have put in the paint, the retardant, because it's just thinned it awkwardly. I'm just not doing. No, it's not. This brush can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah. And there you have it. You gotta be a dog. I'm working on painting my teeth. Parkins Aquatics. It stayed in the case till just recently. That's very nice. Have you posted pictures of your Tau? If not, you should add them to the Discord. I would love to see them. I'm working on my boy's teeth. I think my brown paints are kind of getting a little too old. May have to start getting a new one. They're a little chunky. Dr. Druckle. Dog gets skunked in 5, 4, 3, 2. Jay just comes back. And there's no, and we have to end the stream. Could you even imagine that happening? That'd be ridiculous. Parkins Aquatics. It stayed in the case till just recently. Lucky Bat. I am too chunky and old. Aren't we all? I mean, these These paints probably had them for 6 or 7 years now. And even though they're in dropper bottles, doesn't mean that they're lasting forever. And I have the same problem that Jay does, where it dries up right on the palette. It's rather annoying. Harkins Aquatics. I have not. I should when I get them out. They are silver and called the Eternal Honor Guards. They come from all the seps to protect the High Council of Eternal. Yeah. I definitely got that right. Neat. And now we learned that the dogs were skunked.
All right.
How skunked are they?
I think I'm gonna pause on this one. I'm not happy with how this is looking. I think I'll probably paint over it. I'm gonna switch to Pinky. And I'll maybe do some off-camera work, trying to teach myself how to.
How to do that?
Let's see, this one looks like it'll be much simpler. Rainy Day Wargames started a 40K channel. Go check it out.
Harkins Aquatics. Do you have a vortex mixer and some retarder? That could help. Maybe. I was talking about my brown paints are a little poopy. They're just like a little chunky. Remember that you sent that photo? That guy took he put the paint in the clamp and then he shoved that clamp into the jigsaw. Amazing.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Like that actually is pretty sick.
You probably have to do a little work to the clamp, but once you got it working,
you might. But man, is that a great idea? It looked like it was like a small clamp, so it looked like it probably fit right in there.
I had one of those before, and they're not that good for clamping. The mechanism doesn't work at that scale. It just starts slipping. But I'm sure it's plenty good enough to hold a paint.
I love that. The real genius level. Yeah, but these paints are old. They were moved multiple times. They're different states. They're different climates.
You just tape the bottle to a Sawzall. I've done that before.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And it works. I don't know, I feel like I don't want to buy one of those paint mixers. $100 can go a long way on models. I don't want to buy a $100 machine. And I know you can get cheaper ones, but I've heard the cheaper ones break and man. You know, a lot of people try to trick themselves into believing it was a great purchase, like best thing I ever bought. Wonder if you could store paints vacuum packed and preserve them for much longer.
God.
Yeah, but then you're not using them. Like your
It's
food,
true. The best way to never waste paint is to use it.
Yep. Use it up.
Disturbed mushroom. Paint mixers are just a flex.
Yeah. Gonna paint this little Britney Spears from 1901.
I love her.
Yeah, if there's one sculpt I don't love, it's probably this one.
That's the one I love the most. It is. I love that one.
I can't wait to use their special abilities: manipulative, don't mind me, and celebrity.
I love that. Happy heretic. I just tape my paints to my Chihuahua's collar and start setting off fireworks. No paint shaker needed. There you go. Perfect.
Look at it this way: if it saves $100 in paint, then it's worth it. How would it save $1 in paint?
If your paint doesn't go bad, maybe.
Yeah, but paint doesn't go bad because I guess paint has separate. I've never had paint separate and be like dead.
Mm-hmm. I've never had that either.
But also, like if your paint's routinely dying, and you $100 worth of paint goes bad, I mean, maybe you should check on some other things too. Is your house on fire?
I mean, some people live in weird environments, and I don't know. A lot of people report things don't work out.
That is true.
So I feel like not everybody's lying.
Mm-hmm. I've been in the hobby since 1492, and actually, those are some of my favorite comments we get.
Yep. I actually have been in the hobby since Games Workshop shipped the first models over to America.
I was at the ribbon cutting in Nottingham. I bought the very first orc model. It was the Def Copta.
Yep. That they still sell on their web store. Yeah. I love it. Those are my favorite comments, though, to be honest with you.
Lucky Bat. I mean, the best way to never waste paint is to never buy paints.
That's true.
Think about the day when they invent like super consumer friendly 3D printing in color. Then it's gonna be like, oh my god, what has this all been about?
There's gonna be hipsters though. That those aren't real miniatures. They have no soul. That's Miniac. That's Miniac impression when he's older.
Harkins Quacks. I live in Vegas, and paint does not last as long because the ambient humidity is frequently only 3%. I wonder, maybe somebody needs to capitalize on that and make a product that's called like Nevada juice or something, and it's like a little extra paint thinner and paint helper that you squirt in after every use, maybe.
Undryer.
Brett S. I have a Vortex and I like it. Is it worth what I paid? Nah, but I'm glad I have it. Saying it's worth X money in models is a moot point given the amount of unpainted models we all have. I don't think it would help me paint models faster though. And we live in a nice spot for paint.
We do.
Disturbed Mushroom recasts?
What about them? Always recast.
Duck Flame Humidizer.
Huminator. Alright, so let's try this again.
We're all learning.
Yes, we are. You just can't get these teeth to look good at all. They look like garbage.
Like non-recyclable garbage, like just pure, packing peanuts and bottle caps.
Yeah.
Brett asks,
Nailed
as
it.
nice as the Vortex Mixer is, it cannot save Corax White, even with mixing balls and extra medium. Yeah, even if you took the Corax White out and mixed it with another white paint, it still wouldn't save it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Corax White is pretty shocking.
Shockingly good, right?
Yeah. In my video, I said that it should be used to level furniture.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all it's good for.
I like to think people are like, oh, that is a great idea, and then they use that as a tip.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jokel, the pigtails and the purplish pink on this model reminds me a lot of Lollipop Chainsaw video game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it had some references. Joey Flores, let's be honest, Nick Miniac would be ecstatic with color 3D printers, especially as he hates painting.
Yeah.
He does claim
what?
that.
You know what? You might be right.
I don't think he means what it sounds like when he says like he does not enjoy 80% of the painting process.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe like 80% of the painting process is not like fun, like having a grand old time fun.
Mm-hmm.
But he also said some other crazy things, like he hasn't painted a model for fun in like 5 years, and all of his painting has been for videos for like a decade. And then Ninjan makes fun of him.
Mm-hmm. Which, yeah, I agree. I agree with Ninjan.
This model is very small. Oh, I should put a Space Marine shoulder pad on him. It'd be bigger than they are.
I guess you'd have to digitally paint then.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you do with like your Blender models. Is you select a surface and then you add a, what are they called?
Texture maps.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can paint on them too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you have to paint your donut.
Mm-hmm.
If you do the famous Blender donut tutorial, what is a really, really good tutorial?
This is a good tutorial. This teach you a lot.
What if the new skill would be digitally painting in the paint program?
See, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna start doing from now on. We're gonna get way ahead. We're gonna be ahead of our time.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, be ahead of your time.
I might have missed it. How we're building these gals compared to the marionettes, or the mannequins. They were good. They were probably easier. They didn't have the tiny little microscopic finger that the mannequins had, but they still were kind of a pain. One of them, the legs really did not want to go in, and so I had to like reshape the peg a little bit. But they weren't undoable. Dragon Monk 123. How much were these? I think they were $40, and you get these 3 models, your leader and henchman, and then 3 mechanical doves. So what is that? 3 plus 3 plus 2? 8. Wait. Mm-hmm. Yep, 8 models for $40, which is basically an entire Malifaux team.
38mm RPG. It's weird. I always start painting Minnie's skin first, then each layer outwards. Or maybe I'm weird?
I don't know. It's just... Makes sense. It's always like, oh, am I going to get... I think I've just learned enough brush control that I usually don't get a lot of paint where I don't want it.
Mm-hmm. Cut to every time that you did that on
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, probably once per stream.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's not like oops, I accidentally got a little bit of the skin on the hair. Usually it's
Yeah.
I just put a giant blob of green.
Right.
Because I just dropped my brush.
Mm-hmm.
Disturbed mushrooms. Is there a link? Are they easy to find? Malifaux Arcanist Performers.
Mm-hmm.
Core box. That's what you want to look for. Malifaux Arcanists Core. Malifaux Arcanist Performers Core box.
Very cute. I want a bunch of the Bayou Boys.
Since they're, when you know, it'd be hilarious since they're like little gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
One of the models should have been one of the gremlins sitting on a log playing a banjo like Kermit.
That would be really cute.
But he's like evil Kermit.
Mm. They have some really fun models.
Mm-hmm.
I love all the swamp monsters.
Yeah.
Those are really fun and really cute. Oh my god, are they cute? I could see myself collecting a bunch of it.
Yeah, I want to see you put together some gremlins, and then we'll see. It's like,
Exactly.
never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how the gremlins. I mean, they're probably going to be microscopic.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're probably going to be a fair bit smaller than these ladies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I put together Gretchen.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. But like, there's one Gretchen model that's a little annoying on the mech guns. You can decide what hand you want to put on. The hands are little. But, I mean, that's not bad. Like, unless we're putting on toes and fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine it's that crazy.
What was the crazy? Is there anything crazy for these guys? Not really. The legs, the head was a separate piece, or the hair. Part of the hair was a separate piece.
Mm-hmm.
This little plumage was a separate piece.
Mm-hmm.
The skirt is made of 2 halves. Yeah, these ladies were actually. This one was kind of a pain in the butt. This part of the dress was 2 pieces, and then it goes onto the torso, and then the bow is a separate piece, and then the plumage was a separate piece, and the head was a separate piece. Or not the head. The hair for the head was a separate piece.
Amazing.
And they're little. They're very little.
I wonder if the Malifaux and Gremlins don't have noses. I wonder if it's for casting.
It could be.
It makes it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Have you looked at your book yet?
Nope. I'm busy. I got a bunch of stuff to do. That's not on my priority list.
I want to know more about the Gremlins too.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is Ophelia and the LaCroix gang or LaCroix family.
Yep.
Because one of the Gretchen or not Gretchen, they're Gremlins. One of the Gremlins is like super duper smart.
Mm-hmm.
And is the leader of their weird inbred family.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Some nice butt stripe or some boob stripes.
Nice.
Strokel. I've always painted the flesh first because if there's that's where the paint job is going to fail the hardest if you don't take your time. And usually I won't get tired of painting near the end and hurry up.
Mm-hmm. It is true.
Axel Rivius 93. What are some other companies I should use if I want to buy more minis? Well, I mean, Weird has a crazy huge collection of weird, kind of Victorian, early American steampunk stuff, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of companies that have like really cool little artsy models, like Bombshell Miniatures, Artel W, and Wargames Exclusive. Anvil Industries has a lot of like kind of Call of Duty, slightly science fiction soldiery models.
So it all depends, like everything.
Mm-hmm. Joshua, pretty sure one of the original Metal Gremlins in the Summer's Teeth Jones crew had a banjo or something like that. Yeah, I think there are a couple with banjos, but I want one that's like evil Kermit, like they're doing the Kermit the Frog from the Muppets movie, but he's evil and mean, which is of course Kermit is very nice and kind.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he is a nudist though, which is a little bit.
Yeah, isn't it?
A little odd. I mean, especially since he has a show.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten canceled yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's next.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel Kermit.
Cancel Kermit.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to be able to get to the skin? I think so. If not, I'll just touch stuff up where needed.
Yeah, there we go. The Spellcrow models, their teeth are hard to paint. Some of them are a little too small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've had weird little casting things.
Yes, and it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But the pirate hat heads are a little bigger, and their teeth are more out, so they're a lot easier to paint. So maybe I'm gonna blame the models.
Yeah.
Always blame. It's never your fault. If you make a mistake, it's not your fault. I learned that.
Mm-hmm.
Learned that in college.
I can't wait to play Malifaux and have my dancers be like killing monsters and criminals. And...
that's gonna be cute.
Mm-hmm. And then steal all the magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to play. Twisty Wristy or whatever the hell that was, and it's gonna be great. Can't wait to read the 58-page rulebook.
Yeah. Dr. Joe. Kermit is not a nudist. He wears a collar. That's not part of his body? And here I was this whole time thinking that was just part of his body.
Yeah.
Does he take it off and like hang it on the door hook at the end of a hard day's work?
Yeah. Yeah, I always kind of thought that was just part of him. Maybe I'm dumb?
Blue Bob, man. So what do you guys think about the new Games Workshop models announced today? I, for one, am pretty excited to paint some of those suckers. All of the new stuff looked pretty cool. The only stuff I really looked at was the 40K stuff. Mm-hmm. The new Sisters of Battle Predator tank looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. And when I have a Sisters of Battle army, that is for sure. One or two of those is going in. For show.
I want the Squig Hog or whatever the hell it is.
Squig Hog.
I
Those
love that.
are fun too. I don't know if they'll go in my army because my like bikes.
Mm-hmm. I'll put anything that's cute in my army. I don't care.
They don't really fit a Mad Max theme. Although maybe if they're exactly the same size as bikes, it might be interesting to like proxy some in as bikes.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might be.
Mm-hmm. It looks big. Yeah. Oh my God, Dr. Jekyll. There's an episode of The Muppet Show where it gets stolen and he literally says he feels naked without it.
That's pretty good. I wonder if it came to it as a shock to the audience.
Happy Heretic. Well, off for the night. Later, folks.
Good night.
Good night.
I wish I was going to bed. I'm feeling a little sleepy.
Jacob Escalante. Hey!
Eee.
Hello.
But
we're doing an extra long stream, so it's only 5 more hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're streaming until those are done, right?
Oh yeah, these are gonna take a little time.
Mm-hmm.
Moneteer. Kermit dumped Miss Piggy for a younger pig and caused a large controversy a few years ago.
Really?
I mean, he's into pigs.
Aren't we all, though?
I always thought Miss Piggy was mean.
Yeah. She's a little
Kermit
mean.
can do better than Miss Piggy, I think. He should be dating much hotter, younger pigs.
Mm-hmm. And nicer pigs.
Yeah. New Blood Knights look amazing. Oh, yeah, the new Blood Knights were cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think my heart is still firmly set on the Seraphon, because I like the lizards.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I already bought Glimpse by Gifts, so...
So your decision has been made.
Yep, I'm balls deep.
Mm-hmm. Balls deep in the crim.
I see them every day, just laying on the floor, chilling. Mexican Sasquatch 02, looking good.
Disturbed Mushroom. Kermit is a low key pimp. Oh no, Dr. Trokel. Do you know what's green and smells like bacon? Oh no!
Oh.
Jacob Escalante. These ballerina beauties are pretty cool. How does this tabletop game play compared to 40K? No idea, but it is a skirmish game. So smaller model counts, less little squad based.
Let's just say you'll be finding out with us.
Yeah.
How it compares to 40K. I think that's part of the reason why you're painting them up.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, y'all voted for him on the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think was a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Although I am also excited for those Poxwalkers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, those two. Those are coming up. I think there was no Space Marines for this, or no, there was Space Marines for this draw, right?
Yes. It's always random, so you never know. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Kino Kinonis. Didn't Kermit get divorced? Thanks, Disney. What? Duck Flame. I've been painting some all green squigs today. They were supposed to be for a St. Patrick's Day thing, but I am slow. You know what? They're for next St. Patrick's Day, so you're actually early.
Yeah, there you go.
Mason Reuter. Hey, these models look awesome. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Jacob Escalante. Did you pick up the White Dwarf issue 462 for all the free Steam games? No, but I did hear about that. Apparently, the White Dwarf came with a bunch of games. Do you know what games it came with?
That's a good question.
I feel like I probably have the games I want.
I mean, could you even play them on your computer?
No, I couldn't. But I have. God, what was the name of the Games Workshop RTS? Dawn of War. I have Dawn of War 2. I have Space Marine, and I have the old Space Hulk. Mm-hmm. So I think I got what I need.
Rondorio. Kermit should be dating frogs. Dr. Drokel at El Rondorio. That's very speciesist of you. Mm-hmm. Cancelled. El Rondorio. But I think all the lady frogs are missing out. But think of all the lady frogs that are missing out. It's true. Oh.
There's a lot of interspecies sex on Star Trek. And it's really lucky that it seems like all aliens are human from the neck down.
Yeah, that's pretty magical. Well, that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Drokel, it came with Solitaire and Minesweeper.
I remember I got excited for a game called Regicide, and it looked really cool, and it had a really cool trailer, and then I clicked on it, and it was just chess.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. It was just chess. They tricked us all.
Mm-hmm. $40 chess.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you know what game I bought on a whim that might have been a dumb buy, but it looked kind of cool. I still have it. It was Plants vs. Zombies Risk.
Interesting.
But it came with 2 games, and one of them is apparently a tabletop version of the app. And
really?
Yeah, so one side is Risk, and we played it, and it's not very good. Me and Lucky Bat played it, but we never got a chance to try out the other side. That was the lane-based Plants vs. Zombies board game, and that's something that could be really fun. It's a really fun app game.
It is a very fun game.
Dr. Jokel, when it came to the original Trek, I'm pretty sure Kirk would have banged a puddle of gelatinous ooze if the TV censors would have allowed it.
Hot.
So I'm loving TNG, Star Trek: The Next Generation. Should I go back and watch like the OG original Star Trek? Does it hold up?
Probably not. Mm-hmm.
Kirk and Spock and all, they're all beloved. Bones.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe Deep Space Nine has some of the same characters. Funny creature. Watch Deep Space Nine. That's the best series. Ooh, neat. Even better than TNG.
Interesting. Brett S. Night, folks. See you next week. Yeah.
Good night.
See ya.
I like when they have to figure out a space problem.
Space problems?
Mm-hmm. Robots in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Is Riker anyone's favorite character?
Mm-hmm.
Riker doesn't have a lot to. He's the local a sex predator. He likes banging the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Deep Space Nine ties with TNG for first. Wow, neat. I'll definitely have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving TNG. Kino Kinones. It's still so cool how Star Trek got the first interracial kiss through the power of makeup. Elrondario, that Games Workshop or the White Dwarf comes with Sanctum, Reach, Warhammer Underworlds Online, Space Marine, and Space Wolf. Dr. Jokel, original Trek is actually very good. You do have to look past the limitations of the time since you started with TNG, but there are some compelling stories on OG Trek. Funny creature. I can never get into TNG or any of the others. I try to watch everything from OS to Discovery, but I only like Deep Space Nine. Joey Flores. Riker does get better after season 2, but I don't know. Troy is quite the Riker herself. Yeah, Troy. She never quite does anything. And she either is not as helpful as she probably should be, or she's conspicuously absent from a situation where her talents would be invulnerable or invaluable. And really, the person who was given the real advice was Guinan. Everyone loves Whoopi. Tataku, those are some pretty smooth strokes. Still having trouble getting paint consistently right, but still trying. Yeah, and these aren't even... These are fine. I'm going to be glazing to perfect it. That's a good trick. If your lines aren't perfect, you just glaze on top of it, and it'll fix a lot of issues. And Nick, what's your favorite Star Trek series?
Oh, well, I'm a really big fan of Star Trek. You know me with all my posters of all the different series. But I like to keep that kind of stuff to myself for some reason. Yeah.
I know there was the Red Letter Media guys made a really funny joke that a lot of people abbreviate the Star Trek series is Star Trek TNG, Star Trek what would DS9, and so the new Star Trek show, Star Trek Discovery, is STD.
Amazing.
Kino Kinones. Meant to say sci-fi. I am not sober. I wish.
Yep. One of these days.
Funny creatures. Did the 10th dentist leak anything about Big Tooth? We need to know if Eons is a Big Tooth shill. No, I'm no Big Tooth shill.
Oh no, we hate teeth. Well, we love teeth. We hate dentists.
Yeah, love the teeth, hate the dentist.
Yeah, this is the channel for dentist hate.
Yeah, we're anti-denti.
Joey Flores. Nick only likes Lord of the Rings. He doesn't need to like anything else. Exactly. Jacob Escalante. Drunk paint tutorials?
You know what? That could be fun.
That could be fun. Aquino Quinones, drunk stream for Patreon. I buy that for $1.
I mean, I've been drunk on stream before.
That's true. That is true. I mean, watch the what was it? New Year's Eve stream.
Yeah.
We both were woo. Both were having fun with drinking a lot of water.
And the spooky Halloween stream. I was pretty drunk for that one.
Yeah. Yep.
I was very drunk, and I painted an entire salamander in 3 hours.
I know.
It was great.
Good. That's a good model, too.
I remember one of the creators I really like. He does a lot of props and stuff. It's called Vulpin, Vulpin Props. He posted a video of him slush casting his helmets drunk, and it's great the way he just cut it and filmed it. And there's a part where he just spills a whole bunch of resin on his shoes.
Amazing.
I know he posted a big thing. One of the things that really made him blow up was he made a perfect Thomas Daft Punk helmet. Complete with all of the working electronics and stuff.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. It's a cool helmet.
And I think later on he did do a Guy Manuel helmet too. Dr. Drokel. Usually when I'm streaming drunk, it's on the side of the wall outside the bar.
It's a good place to do it.
You know who never gets any respect in Star Trek? The Next Generation is the doctor.
That's very true.
Oh God, I can't even remember her name.
I can't either for some reason.
Never does anything. Beverly Crusher.
Yeah.
For like season 2, they had a new doctor who was like curing diseases and discovering new species, and I don't know. I think she figured out a cure for time travel, and then poor Beverly comes back. She can't do squat. She performed open heart transplant on Picard.
Akino, so is Malifaux more like War or Uno?
I think Uno because of the cards.
Well, War is.
War
cards.
is, yeah.
I guess it depends on what kind of war. World War One.
You can't edit your card draw in War though. You can edit it in Uno. I guess you can do like a reverse.
Yeah.
You'll switcheroo. You'll pick 5, pick 2. Man, you know what's a really, really darn good card game is Exploding Kittens. Everyone should go out and buy Exploding Kittens. It is super fun. If you're lame, if you have like some lame friends over who won't play a real war game, play Exploding Kittens and everyone will have a great time. It's better than Cards Against Humanity. And it's clean. Except for one hilarious review on Amazon that called it pornography. But
yeah,
really
sorry,
fun.
I was drunk when I wrote that.
Lucky Fat. Worf never gets a win either, except for when he killed that one guy. That's true. Worf has gotten beat up by most characters. Dr. Drokel. Beverly Crusher gets hate because she spawned Wesley Crusher. Oh, Wesley. He gets much better after season 1. Almost everything gets much better after season 1. Ooh, Akino Kinonas. Beverly can sing. Not every doctor can do that. Funny creature. 40K is progressively getting more Uno-ized. Yeah, it's exactly like it.
What?
Uno doesn't release rules and expansion packs on the same day.
Yeah, there you go.
There's an Exploding Kittens game on the App Store. Well, the actual card game I can totally vouch for. It's pretty epic. Joey Flores. Cards Against Humanity is a good way to end potential friendships that were just starting out. And not learn from experience or anything.
Oh, I love Cards Against Humanity. What's really fun is making your own deck.
Yeah.
With really horrendous jokes. Inside jokes. We talked about it I think we should do that. We should do that for the stream.
Yeah.
We should do one Patreon stream where we do that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty fun. Everyone joins a game.
TNG and Deep Space Nine both get good in the 3rd season. Uh-oh. Although I liked season 1, I liked season 2 of TNG, The Next Generation. But yeah, totally, it definitely gets better. Although not every season 4 episode was a winner. Holy cow, though! Like some of the worst episodes of all of Star Trek seem to have happened in season 2. Good old Shades of Grey. The filler clip show episode. Apparently, what happened was there was a writer's strike, and so they couldn't write anything new. And so that's why they did a clip show for the season finale.
Yeah.
And it was trash.
Yep, they used to just do stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the Eons of Battle clip show is gonna be good.
Yeah. Funny creature. I met my GF in a Cards Against Humanity game. That sounds awesome. Talking about dead babies, and you're just like, yeah, you're the one.
Mm-hmm. Quinones. Do they still make Discovery? It stopped seeing any promotion for it after season 1. I think it's on its 3rd season. So now it's just gotten good, I'm sure. if the Star Trek trend. Dr. Jokel, it was a writer's strike then also having gone over budget earlier in the season. Ah.
So I hate when that happens.
So the suits are just like, end it before you spend any more money. Funny creature. Jay, can you explain how glazing works and how you're doing it? I really want to understand it. From what I've been told, it is building up basically different intensities of color, getting more watery. Yeah, usually you can actually jump up kind of a lot in terms of color, and then you water it down, but it helps if you don't water it down with water, because sometimes when you water down paint, it can get granular. It helps to have something like this, which some people call the gray liquid. This is just matte medium and water, but it's a little bit thicker than regular old water, and so this helps get the paint thinner without having the pigment start to separate. And so I find this very helpful for glazing.
Do you think that's what glazing medium is?
Probably. Usually it'll do a brighter color. You'll glaze a bright color on top of a dark color, and then you might even glaze some of the original color on top to blend everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Flores, the episode with Crusher having sex with a ghost had me questioning my appreciation for the show for a moment. She had sex with a ghost? She had sex with an alien parasite. Holy cow, there's one episode that's horrendous. It's almost an interesting story. Beverly Crusher has a relationship with an alien, and she finds out that was an alien parasite living inside of a host. And the host goes into Riker because they have to finish this big important mission. And then she has sex with Riker because she's so in love with the parasite. And it's like, oh my god, she knows Riker. Like, they're friends. Isn't that weird? Also, Riker didn't let the thing have his body for sex. He let it have his body so that they could secure a peace treaty with the alien races. It was a very weird episode. Dr. Drokel. Star Trek Voyager gets a fair amount of flack from people, but I really enjoy it, especially 7 of 9. Funny creature. Best line from Voyager is when Neelix makes the most scrumptious cake. Dr. Jokel. Oh, but it's okay when Ray does it in Ghostbusters. Oh, he did have sex with a ghost. Well, he got a blowjob from a ghost.
Okay. That makes sense.
Frank M. Glazing medium usually has some retardant to keep everything workable longer. Ah, yeah, that makes sense too. Dr. Jokel. Yeah, but honestly, I doubt Riker was too miffed about having sex with Beverly. It was a trill which needed a new host. Yeah, they definitely do not do a good job of the trill species in that episode, because it totally looks like they have a slave race. Because the new host alien shows up and it's like, hey, I'm Karen. I'm going to be the host for the creature. And it's like, do you have a choice? Seems odd. Funny creature. There's a lot of sex in TNG. I was watching, I think, the second episode of TNG, and everyone was having sex because, oh yeah, there was a... I know it was because there was like, they were space drunk. They were drunk on some sort of space anomaly. Yeah, and so everyone was drunk and horny.
Aren't we all?
Mm-hmm. What Star Trek would Nick and Jay be? I would want to be Geordi because he's a very nice guy. He's also probably the most normal.
Are you normal?
Well, I mean, the most normal. Because there's Picard, who's like the brilliant genius, and then there's Data, who's an android, and then there's Riker, who's a sexual predator.
That's
and then,
me.
Then there's Counselor Troy, who's mostly useless and bad at her job. Then there's Guinan, who's Whoopi Goldberg, who's perfect and amazing. Beverly Crusher, who's the doctor who can't cure anything. No, I'll be Wesley. Because no one likes Wesley. When Picard, that great moment when Picard was like, "Shut up, Wesley." He tells Wesley to shut up, and then Wesley turns to his mom, and the mom is also like, "Shut up." They'd be the Orville. Maybe after I watch a little more Star Trek, I'll have to check up on the Orville. The Trill is less explained in Deep Space Nine. Uh-oh. I think Jay would be the android and Nick maybe the Vulcan. Oh, Spock. Or not Spock. Vulcan. That's Spock. Unless... I haven't seen any of the original series. I want to be Worf though. Worf always throws out the aggressive militaristic idea that gets shot down. That, or he gets beat by the alien of the week to show how strong they are. Because Worf's a big tough guy, and so if they can beat Worf, clearly they're the bigger, tougher baddie. But it happens like every episode. So it ends up just being like, oh no, Worf, this guy is not good at fighting. He does not make a very good chief of security. Also, the goddamn Klingon Empire does not feel like it's worth saving.
I think we should make a miniature game, and I would play the dentist race in our game.
I know Modifius Games actually makes a line of Star Trek figures, but I think it's part of like a war game, and so like they're all aiming guns and stuff.
Amazing.
And it's like, that's not really Star Trek. Dr. Trickle, I wouldn't want to be Geordi until the movies come along and he doesn't have to wear the visor anymore. Oh, he doesn't. He gets his eyes fixed or whatever in the movies. Neat. Dr. Jokel, Troy is the empath that's never around when having an empath would actually solve something. Dr. Jokel, yeah, but the Klingon episodes are usually pretty darn good. Yeah, they were pretty good. Ferengi, best race. Oh, the Ferengi are the best race. Flame, I'm worried that if they bring back Vulcan in 40k, he'll end up just being Worf. Oh, we have to show how tough the new character is, so let's have him kill Vulcan because he can come back to life. Maybe, but at least Vulcan isn't like dedicated to honor and achieving glory through combat. Like Vulcan is a pretty chill, nice guy. Prune juice. Warrior's drink. I bet they bring back Lionel Johnson and Vulcan. And they all tag team the Imperium together so that the Emperor can finally die. And the game can move forward like 3 years.
But how fun would that be?
Yeah, Games Workshop needs to innovate and create new stuff, but they can't change the lore. That would be taking things a little too far, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they create a new model, it's like, what the... This is not 40k. This is not how things are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of how things are supposed to be, I can't wait for them to release the Paragon Sisters of Battle Warsuit so I can buy it.
Oh, yeah.
And make my video.
Mm-hmm.
And just paint it in general.
Mm-hmm. Why, this is the best Games Workshop, the kit Games Workshop has ever made.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the video is going to be called.
No, it's gonna be called Paragon Warsuits, a objective review. Funny creature. That's kind of why I don't like Primarchs being in 40k. Sort of takes away from the mystique. If every 12-year-old uses him, then he gets killed every weekend. Sort of ruins the mythos of the characters. Yeah, but isn't the mythos already ruined when like orcs beat Space Marines, or Grey Knights ever lose? Like I feel like the tabletop is not anywhere near what the lore is.
Yes. I would say they're barely tied together.
Mm-hmm.
If you said that there was no lore to the game, that would make sense.
Yeah, like Space Marines should absolutely dominate, and very few people should play them. Mm-hmm. There should be 100 guard players for every Space Marine player.
Mm-hmm.
And there should be like 2 Eldar players.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 guy with Tau.
Mm-hmm. And it should be Ben.
Yeah. Funny creature. To be fair, I don't really like the lore past 7. Funny creature, what is any lore changes that happened after 7?
Primaris.
Oh. Like, people always say the lore used to be good, and I always want to know when.
Primaris. Obviously. We hate Primaris in this house.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
think
they're
Primaris
pretty
are
cool.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
I think they look way better.
Mm-hmm.
And having 2 wounds and a better gun is actually kind of nice. It makes them feel more like Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
What color is this little skirt thing?
Green.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, funny creature. There's like 2 paragraphs of lore past 7th edition. Mm-hmm. The lore really does never change.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now there are Primaris.
Yes. Primaris are pretty cringe. Objectively, subjectively, I'm raising my kids in a non-Primaris household.
That's one of the best comments I've ever seen. I'm raising my kids in a non-Primaris household. That is a very funny creature.
Yeah, in this house, Space Marines are squatty and old.
Mm-hmm. Funny creature. Black Library ?
But what do you mean? Like books published since 2017? You mean? Because the lore was actually in those Psychic Awakening like battle companion books.
Mm.
There is some lore that's like post. I don't know. I mean, there's books that take place in the past. There's books that take place in the future. Mm-hmm. Seems like they're not. The Black Library really isn't about nailing down a time frame. Mm. Jacob Escalante, my nephew is getting OG tactical squad boys tomorrow.
Nice.
Taco Flame, I kind of miss the days when special characters weren't allowed in normal games without asking permission. Holy cow, when was that? Taco Flame, but at the same time, I would not want to tell people that they're not allowed to have fun with their cool toys. Mm-hmm. Moneteer, MFW, I'm painting an Incursor right now. Flame. I think when the Horus Heresy is finally wrapped up, they'll start expanding the current time period. So 2030.
Yep.
Man, see, like, aren't there... How many books of Horus Heresy are there?
Mm-hmm. Good old Horus.
Funny creature.
Horus, here's a heresy.
Funny creature. Seriously, though, they kind of represent my fears about where the hobby is going stylistically, limiting conversion, my firstborn armory that I'm still collecting, being eventually squatted. Yeah, the firstborns, they're probably never going to get squatted. They'll probably always have rules. At least, I don't know, for at least another decade. If they're going to get squatted, it's going to be in like 10 years. Maybe. But also, I don't know, more people convert Primaris. Like, I don't know. I think when people see all those beautiful converted armies online, that's the exception to the rule. I think most people always just build stuff how the box says to, and paints them normal. Yes. I think that's how people have always done it. And so I think people who are really afraid of like, oh, everyone's going to have a carbon copy army. I don't know. I mean, Primaris has been out for 3 years, and I see tons of awesome conversions every single day. So I don't see any limitations. The new Sisters of Battle army is amazing. The new Adeptus Mechanicus army is amazing. Mm-hmm. I don't see anything getting worse. I see things getting way better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say have as much fun as you can with your OG Space Marines, because in 10 years, it'll probably be pretty hard to play with them. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll be playing 40k in 10 years.
That's true. You'll be playing Space
Yeah.
40K.
Also, in 10 years, I'll probably have a different army.
Yeah, you'll be dead.
A couple of different armies to play with than old school squatty potty Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
G-Force member 45. I really hope... Oh, your picture's Godzilla. I didn't never even notice that. Now that I have you get the chat blown up a lot, I can actually see people's pictures a little. I really hope that we are able to get some of the 30k Mechanica models into 40k. The battle automata are amazing. Yeah, there's some cool stuff. Funny creature. My dislike is primarily motivated by fear of what I prefer being removed. You probably don't need to fear that. I mean, if you're like worried about like an individual model, sure, it's possible. Like, ooh, I really hope that they don't take away the, I don't know, the venerable dreadnought. But if you just kind of have a nebulous fear of change, I don't know. I'd try to push past it. The lack of hip posing. Yeah, but I don't know. I would rather take a cool pose than I can lean a little left.
Yeah. I mean, think about one of the most posable kits is the orc kits.
Yes.
And they all look the same.
They do.
No matter how you build them. Because really, they only go together one way or else it doesn't all work.
Yeah, all 50 to 100. Well, 50 is rookie numbers. You're going to have 100 orc boys in your army.
Oh, yeah. You better. And who the hell do you think you are?
Dr. Fame, I hope we get a plastic version of that Explorator tank thing they discontinued. That was rad. Has anybody seen the movie Turbo Kid or Turbo Rider? And no, I think it was definitely called Turbo Kid. And the character Apple, and she goes, "That's rad." Oh my goodness, GeForce member 45. I'm also happy the 2 Warhounds I ordered arrived Tuesday. Holy moly.
Oh my god, that's exciting.
The Warhounds are pretty sweet.
They are. Like a flame, Turbo Kid was great.
Yeah. Funny creature. I'd never badmouth Jay. He king. That's what the chat's for.
Yeah.
And the quote is, and Jay is always wrong.
And Jay is always wrong.
Jay is wrong.
Exactly. Jay is wrong. That should be a shirt as well.
Mm-hmm. Jay is wrong.
You know, but it should be like right. There's those chips called Jays, and it should be in that kind of that bag look, the chip bag look.
There's a great music video based on one of the songs from the soundtrack of Turbo Kid, and it's the story of Apple with her previous friend who's dead, but she doesn't know he's dead. So like she's just hanging out near his corpse, and she like brushes his teeth and feeds him food. And it leads to the wonderful quote, "Friends don't decapitate friends." G-Force member 45. Janik, what are the two you think of the new Adeptus Mechanicus cover art? Ooh, it looks amazing. I don't know, is the cover art Belisarius Call or just a generic like Adeptus like Forge, what are those called? Archmagos.
I don't even know if I looked.
It's pretty amazing. And they better come out with a model for that.
There it is. I think I skipped right there because I was looking for the orc.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty good. They seem to really be trying on these codexes.
Yeah. I read the Necron one, and it's pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
They actually try... It's significantly different. Like, the first one from 2002 is very different. But then the 2011, 2015, and 2018 ones are basically the exact same book. And then the 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Just cranking out all new arts, a little tiny baby bit of new lore. Or not even new lore, but just kind of talking about them differently.
Mm-hmm.
Make them a little bit more unique, a little bit more evil than they've been depicted in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I still wish that they'd have a painting and modeling section. I know it's all online, but I think there's still something magical about reading it on the bus. Because codexes are for children. This game is for children, really. I know it's not, but it is.
It says not children's products.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely is not.
Because adults are supposed to play adult games like golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Or taxes.
That's my favorite game.
The two big adulting games.
Oh my god, I don't want to do mine. I mean, I have no excuse. I got my stimmy.
Mm.
Jeez, that's gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna buy.
G-Force member 45. I believe it is a generic Archmagos. Doomslayer. Man, Malifaux's world seems pretty dope. Just wish for something bigger scale than squad based. Oh god, I'm so glad it's not bigger scale.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's why I'm into it.
Funny creature. Jay did a vid on Be'lakor. I really like Be'lakor. I don't think I'm gonna do a video on it.
Would the video be like?
It's cool.
Be like, I like it. It's neat.
Good job.
Sick.
A+. G-Force member 45. Definitely not children's price. Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's daddy's price.
Funny creature. The best adult game is Tax Evasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wesley Snipe was the reigning champ before he got he lost in the final round.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Tax Evasion this year. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, they will send you to prison.
Well, free food.
Yeah. Duck off Flame. I think the bigger scale version of Malifaux is called The Other Side, but I'm not sure if it's still in print. I know there's an RPG, but I didn't know that there was a bigger scale. I don't think you'd want to play Malifaux bigger scale.
I would. Yeah.
Because it's not like these are soldiers. Like, these are... My guys are performers in a theater who also steal magic on the weekends. Like, it'd be weird if there was, like, dozens and dozens of showgirls.
I think that'd be pretty great. I like to think there'd be, like, backstage, like, crew members. There'd be, like, the set designer.
That would be pretty good.
Uses the power of imagination.
And magic. Literal magic. Theater is literally magic in Malifaux.
Exactly. Oh my god. Take a drink every single time in theater school, they say. Theater's magic. You'd be drunk all day. Every day.
I mean, most people were anyway, but...
Yes, exactly. Well, they were high and drunk.
The old double whammy of success.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think about how many successful people they graduated. Dr. Drokel, you know, without the legs, these showgirls would make really cool ghost minis.
A little bit. Just no legs. Got no legs. I remember on my welding exam final, one of the questions was, why would you have a button trigger welding gun as opposed to a pedal trigger welding gun? And one of the options were a couple of, like, couple of ridiculous things, and then the correct answer was got no legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't because you do not have legs. It was got no legs.
Mm-hmm. JPC getting in at the end. Hello, folks. Hey, JPC.
Mm-hmm. And that is right. We're going to be wrapping up in about 5 minutes.
You better believe it.
I want to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to sleep, too.
Mm-hmm. Funny creature. Jay, what do you think your most controversial hobby opinion is? Oh, it's definitely got to be the don't put Games Workshop paints into dropper bottles.
Easily.
Everyone got super mad about that.
Mm-hmm. With a few people agreeing with you. A very few.
Very few. You know what? Goober agrees with me.
Yeah. And that's all that really matters.
It is.
Good old Goob. What do you think he's doing right now?
I mean, he's probably in bed because it's an hour later over there.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he wears a nightcap?
Oh yeah, nightcap. So yeah, like he carries a lantern to bed.
Yeah, I think that'd be really fun.
Mm-hmm. He puts down his scroll and he blows out the candle.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Mega Blaster 326 popped into downvote before the stream ended. Let's go!
Yeah, I love it.
Doomslayer, wash the waste of paint. Goobs is a PhD.
Yeah.
Man, what do you think people's reaction would be if Games Workshop decided to go dropper bottle? Do you think people would find a way to be salty about it, or do you think they'd be like,
yes, oh yeah, it took this long?
That's the only thing they could be. That's the only way they could still be salty.
Mm-hmm. It took this long for them to do it, and they'll be like, I remember when it used to just be in pots.
Yeah, with screw-on tops that people seem to either hate or love. Was the dropper bottle thing that upset the people? Weirdly, one thing that really upset a lot of people was I said that I like super glue that comes in tubes, in like single-use tubes, as opposed to just having a big bottle of it. Because people are like, I've been hobbying since 1401 AD, and I never once had a bottle of super glue go bad on me.
Yep.
Now you have to scrape the top carefully and cover it in Vaseline and put the cap on, every single time you use it. And you have to, drill out the hole because sometimes it gets clogged, and you have to, But other than that, it's, never had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Doomslayer, now I have to buy a wet palette. So expensive. Salty Games Workshop customer.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. It'd be such a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can't do anything right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Games Workshop can't do anything right, and the fans are going to make sure of it.
Yeah, even though they keep buying stuff.
Yeah. Literally, was watching someone's video that was like called Games Workshop caught lying and manipulating their customers again. And in the video, he was talking about the terrain, and he bought some.
Mm-hmm.
At least lie in your video and say you didn't buy some.
Right. What a goober.
Yeah. Like, if you really think you're being lied to and manipulated, you wouldn't have bought it if you really thought that.
Right.
Roti Pete, the seam line is barely visible. Oh, good. Good. As long as it's barely visible. Randorio, back during the 40k Rogue Trader days, Games Workshop pots came in excellent pots. And it went downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
GeForce member 45. How can you expose the lie without proof? Well, he has the prices from the website.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like show off like a shrink wrapped model. He was like, yeah, these are ripoffs. I bought this one because it was actually the best deal of the bunch. But and I bought it too because it was a good deal. But
Mm-hmm.
well, he can't be lied to if he's not a customer. He had to buy it. Yep, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Funny creature. How does the Instagram thing work? Plastic to painted? Yeah, just one picture, unpainted.
Oh, EOB complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one picture painted, one picture unpainted, and the hashtag EOB complete, or you can post it to the Discord.
Yeah.
GeForce member 45. Nah, you need physical proof. He should have bought all 3 sets to really show how ripped off he got.
Oh my god. That'd be so funny. It would be really funny. There's like the video where some guy's just like, yeah, like Games Workshop stuff is so expensive, it sucks. And as he's like moving around the camera, you see all the Games Workshop stuff and just like Forge World, crazy stuff. Funny creature. Oh, there's a Discord? Hell yeah, there is. There's a link in the description with the invite.
And speaking of the invite in the description,
yeah, it is time to go to sleeps.
It is. New video coming out Monday.
Yes, exactly. And we'll be back with another live stream at 9 p.m. Central on Monday.
Yeah.
Double whammy.
Mm-hmm. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And stream. Ooh, peek.